Hello there, beautiful collective. Welcome. If you are new here, you are welcome as well. So, you can see on the table that I have taken out some cards and placed them as a spread, and I have a little story concerning this because I feel like it's important even to the development of what is going on here, or even something regarding a development is like something is developing, something is like is coming to light, and it has been happening from the hidden, and then finally or gradually is coming to shape or is shaping up. And this is exactly what this energy feels like. It's like there's a shaping up. And okay, let's get to the story. Just yesterday in the evening, I was guided to pull out a few cards, and I got the Page of Cups, the High Priestess, the Moon over here, Four of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune from the deck, together with the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. And that was the spread that I had yesterday. And from this spread, I felt guided to sit with the energies a bit more. Why? Because I have been feeling the need to do a love reading for the past few days. Okay. And the way that this love reading came up was, it's like it didn't want to come as just, this person, that person, this person is here, that person is there, how it concerns you as well. It felt more like a connection. And this is why it made even more sense to me, or it is making even more sense to me at this time of how, this has unfolded over the course of a few days, because this reading that you're seeing here, the spread that you're seeing is not just from one day. It's like it has been developing. That is it. It's like there's a development. um Picture a photographer who is like trying to bring to light some photos, and they go into the dark room. So this is what it feels like. The first part, or the first, with the Page of Cups, the High Priestess, the Moon over there, together with the Hierophant, Three of Swords, and the Emperor, and the Quest card, Abundance, the High Priestess, Sage, and then the Lovers being the overall energy. So this portion of the spread, it feels like there is a dark room. And if you notice, the Lovers, the Hierophant, the Emperor, is counting down. There is a 6, 5, 4. So it feels like there is a countdown. And then we have the High Priestess coming twice, which is 2 and 2. So we don't see the number 3, which would typically be the Empress, right? So I feel like there is something about the Empress that is developing, or something about the Empress that is showcasing itself, herself, in, or themselves in all of these cards, okay, the cards that I have mentioned so far. Yeah, that is why, I want to chuckle a bit, I want to laugh a bit, but it's not laughter in the sense that it's funny. It's laughter in the sense that you're you're watching for something. There is a witnessing that is going on. There is a form of an observation that is going on here for the person that I'm reading for. And now, remember what I said about the spread? It's like one layer was taken out a day before, and then the other layers the day after. So it feels like there is an onion, and then this onion has been cut into half, and you can see from the other side of the onion, so you can see the layers. So I feel like there is someone that's like the person that I'm picking up on your path feels to be like that. It's like you are that onion that is cut in half. Yeah, so it feels like you're the onion that has been cut in half. I mean, I don't know how better to describe this energy. It's like you are the onion cut in half. So there's something about your journey here that is being, could be an exposure to the world, or could be forming. Okay, so there's a form of transformation that is going on here. And then at the center of it all, at the core of it all, that onion is the healing, is the core, right? So there is healing, there is joy, there are tears. Most especially there are tears, and these tears feel to be bittersweet tears. And that is why when I wanted to do the love reading, it didn't again feel like a love reading itself. It felt like someone's journey. It felt like someone who has been on a journey and they are uncovering themselves or they are discovering themselves. So you have broken a lot of curses, you have navigated a lot of contracts as well. And then now this contract is coming to merge. Okay, there is a merging. And if you look at that, the layers of the onion, somehow they all merge at a meeting point, and there's a below and there is an above, and then there is a center. So there feels to be a merge that is happening. It's like at the end of the day there will be a merge. So if anything right now and as I say that, I'm picking some kind of interference in my throat area, but that is exactly what your journey feels like. It feels like there is not a lot that you I'm hearing. Is it worth it? Is it necessary? Something about the way that you ask yourself questions, or the way that you structure something. So going into the dark room is one thing, and then working with the joy, or it's like the joy comes in your work or what you do, the journey itself. So I feel like this is this now, while there is a twin flame connection, there is a soulmate connection for some of you. um Ultimately this has been about you and your path. All right, so that's why as I was picking up the love connection, I was also getting a reunion, the merging of paths. Like we have the committed path, we have the destined path, and then we have the chosen one. All right, and these paths are meeting these three paths, or these two main paths that are coming to one. So it's like the committed path, or the path of commitment, something that is like of commitment, is like showing up, is doing something committedly, like a religiously, so to speak. And also the destined one, which feels like it's more of a shape shifting one, is more that the is one that has come with, that has loosened you up. All right, it has like it has made you to be open to changes. So that is where you have navigated fears as well. And the connection that has come on the outside for you, okay, for some of you. And for some of you this could be a connection like maybe to do with your health, to do with your well-being, to do with finances, or some kind of organization as well, or even work. But somehow there's been a trigger that has led you to where you are today. So there is a development here. With the quest and the abundance, there is a journey. And yeah, I just wanted to mention again that when I started this reading, it felt like I was doing a documentary, or I was doing it's like a movie, the haunting of is it the haunting of the blind manor, something like that. But it's like there's a haunted mansion, and there is a detective, and there is an investigation of this manor. So this manor, or this house, this mansion, felt to me like old money, something ancient. So I feel like you I feel like you are the one, that is where also something is unfolding for you. It's like you are the one that has been on a discovery journey. You have been on it's like you have been discovering something to do with wealth, something to do with a treasure. And it's like everything has guided you to this place to this place where you are about, there's a countdown to you finding that treasure, because you have been on this journey for quite some time, and you are here to be found as the treasure. So what is developing is actually you. The big picture that is developing is actually you, and your craft and your creativity, whatever comes from you. So you see, with the emperor, the moon, and abundance in the middle, that is the treasure that you're coming to. And this is why the layers of the onion come to light, because there is something about this that feels like It's like you have someone learning from you, or some people that are learning from you. And it could be something that you have chosen to ignore, or something that you have chosen not to pay attention to. But you need to know that they are not, there's something that you're breaking about a cycle, a curse. And as I said, a course, I feel like it's also a part of your education. You see the quest and the wheel of fortune right here. So even this whole process has put you on an education journey, or something to do with education. So that means you have had to learn, you have had to put yourself on a new learning journey. And with the moon card, the emperor, and the abundance, what I feel like is counting down is a form of stepping up, discipline, authority as well, and a matching up, a pairing up that is happening for you regarding, it could be a love connection or something of love. If you notice, the lovers is number 6, the emperor is number 4 right there. And yeah, the emperor is number 4, so we have 5 1, and then the emperor is 1 and 5. So you see there's a mirror energy that is showing up for you, or something that is coming to a peak of transformation. So it's like that photo in the dark room is coming to light, or is coming into full shape. So I feel like this is to do with an illumination or something that has been hidden. And I feel like this is you. Okay, this is you. I'm getting faith. I'm getting a traveler. I'm getting someone that has been, it's like you have been working by faith, not not necessarily by physical sight. This is what your journey has been about. And this is why this is matching up for you somehow. So we have the emperor and the lovers. That comes to number 10. And you see that is the number of completion. And the moon right there is also the peak of transformation. Imagine something that is pregnant. That is what it feels like. It's like you have the frame, or I don't know what to call it, but it's like the dark, the film, or the negative, of a camera print, something like that. But it's called a negative, if I'm not mistaken. So you have that, and it just needed some kind of expansion or the right environment. So it's not so much about a journey itself, like moving from one place to another. In fact, what is requiring is the right environment for it to be printed, for it to come to light. And I'm picking up this song by One Direction, is The Night Changes. The Night Changes, and then Story of My Life. Yeah, so these two songs could be significant. Um that is what I'm getting. It's like you have a, however we look at it, there is just one way to get to something, or there has to be a merge. It's like there's no way but getting to it's like something has to happen. Something is going to happen no matter what. So if you notice on the abundance card, there is one side. So this there's a treasure chest that is underneath a drainage, and one person has lost the coins, and they're really frustrated. They don't know how to get it back, and they end up beating up themselves. The other side shows a little child, and if you notice, there are children in the quest card and abundance. There are children. So I don't know, it could be your inner child, because the page of cups is right there as well. It could be your inner child. It could be something about you as well that is teaching. I'm getting, you could be the one that is teaching your ancestors. You could be the one that is, or that are teaching something that is older than you. So you're showing up as a wise soul, you're showing up as a wise one. And this is why I'm telling you that, yes, it's a love reading, but then it's like it covers different layers, it covers different angles. And I couldn't do one, I just couldn't do one area for some reason, because somehow the guitar, the piano, the full picture, It requires bringing together different strings, different items, materials to make it that full picture, and that is you. So you are the full picture here. So yeah, the little child may again maybe an inner child, maybe you, but then you see this person has broken something down. The little child could also signify breaking something down, and that is also an act of discipline. And where you would go to a calculator, let's say to do let's say 24 divided by 6, you may go to a calculator to say, oh yeah, it's easier to do that, or you may actually bring pebbles to break that down to see, and that practicality is what builds up is what builds up your character. I hope that makes sense. So it's not about the difficulty of it, it's about getting to the joy of something. It's about getting to the joy of a process. So this is why this first part of the reading, especially the first what I mentioned with the Page of Cups, the High Priestess, the Moon, and then the clarifiers, I feel like that was important for the development or the development process. And you see, as I said, development, I'm also getting again that inner child. So I'm getting you as someone who is highly intelligent, who may have had to save up your words. It's like you have had to save up a lot regarding your words, regarding imagination. You have a heightened sense of imagination as well, but it's just so beautiful to see because it's not like outside of reality. It's something that can be achieved, and you know that, and that is where the abundance card comes in. You see, this person has used like a device, a means to get the coins out, and they have they gradually built up a house, and it shows consistency. It shows someone who has built up, who has saved up, and who continuously, like, it's like there's a form of a saving up of something in order to create something. So sitting with everything, and that is where your divine inheritance, that is where the analogy of the manor comes in. Okay. And as I said, the haunting of the Bly Manor, okay, I believe that's a movie, but I just used that context or that analogy to explain how it came to me, because the Three of Swords and the Moon felt like there is an overcast, there is a shadow, and that is where the divine feminine journey has been for you, or it's there for you. So it's a lot of opening up as well, is a lot of navigating the dark. And I feel like this is so important regarding this development, or what is coming to a full light, or what is coming to a maturity. So you need to know that there is treasure that is coming to light. Now we come to the second part of this spread, and we have the Four of Wands, Ace of Wands, clarifying the Four of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Swords. I feel like this is to do with a creativity, coming back to the beginning and being on an entirely new level. So there is something that is resetting here. Something that is coming in is like it's getting closer to the core, and it's showing up as a miracle. It's showing up as like very bright. And this is where you're also protecting your energy with the arrow card, the autumn, and the balance. So you may find yourself needing to do a new level of maybe sacral chakra unblocking, and some kind of release of creativity at this time, because you're showing up as the arrow. So I see you as the arrow here. I see you as the autumn. I also see the autumn period. So Scorpio season, Libra, Scorpio season. Somehow I see like every season. So for example, Scorpio season, I also see it as Libra, because there are still the energies. And of course, depending on what system we're looking at, it will still be like an overlap, right? So I feel like there's something that is rounding up regarding Libra season in Scorpio season, and that is to do with Jupiter, Moon, and Venus. So, yeah, Jupiter, Moon, and Venus, as well as Saturn. So there's something about a karmic contract, a certain contract that is coming to an end. And with that, there's a peak of transformation, and then you're coming to a new level. And with that new level is bringing you to a new level of protection. And with that protection, what is happening is you are attracting what protects you. You are attracting what sees. what is in a vibrational match with your light, not only with your light but with your shadow. All right, so this is not a lot, this is not only about like seeing the good in you, but also seeing your journey, honoring that journey. So there's an energy of honoring here, because whatever you have dealt with has tried to take out of you, has tried to hold you back. And I feel like this is again to do with generational cycles. This is to do with family, this is to do with some kind of love connections. And then somehow there is a path that you have had to be on, and is connected to the dark. And with that dark, I'm getting one entity. Okay, the dark has one entity. I don't know what that means. That is what it's saying, that the dark has one entity, which means we fear the dark, is the unknown. But then with you, there's that thing of fearing you. Yes, whoever these are, they also fear you. Why? Because you're showing up as the unknown. You're showing up as treading into something that is not usually treaded. You're showing up as a whole onion itself. So yes, you're not afraid of your emotions. You're not afraid of, I'm getting being a detector of something. I feel like you're not afraid of something that is being often feared. Now, does it mean that you're not afraid? It doesn't mean that. It just means that you're not afraid to explore. And that is exactly what makes you feared, right? So you need to know that whatever is coming together for you with the Four of Wands, the Emperor, um, the Ace of Wands being here, there's just that thing of your light. You see, the Miracle card talks about someone who does something, or they just show up in a certain way. Imagine someone in the middle of a street and they're singing their song with such a beautiful voice, because they have a talent and they just want to share this voice. Because yeah, staying in a room may not do, they just want to share their talent. And yeah, so there's something about your talent that is being fine-tuned right now. And to keep being in that, it's like, even if you don't see an outcome, or even if you don't see, I'm not even getting an outcome, like maybe people coming to look at you, because people are, imagine being, just to digress a little bit, imagine being exposed to a song again and again. What happens is people have no choice than to listen to that song. Somehow it will just play in your head without you trying. Something like that. So there is something about your exposure that is imminent, or your exposure that has been happening in the dark, and that is what is paying off for you. So I mean, this is someone that I'm picking up on, and is giving a heavy divine feminine energy. You could identify as a Lilith as well. The name Lily could be significant. But there's something about the divine feminine, and not only the divine feminine component in terms of like divine masculine, divine feminine, but you are identifying as a whole. You're identifying as a complete. uh, I mean, yeah, this is how you are identifying right now. So it may be that your own reunion is not okay. You can take it the way it applies to you. It may be that your own reunion is actually, for now, this is you and the divine. This is regarding your initiation. So I may be speaking, and this is why I couldn't. Maybe this is why I couldn't do a love reading alone, like you and another. It felt to me like I was doing a love reading regarding a reunion and your path. And with the way your reunion is coming up, it's like it's more to do with a validation that something is happening just the way as it needs to, like a baby that is growing. And you can't really be up there, even though you can go for a scan every now and then. You can't actually see the baby growing, and you have to trust it, right? You have to speak life into it. You have to continue to speak truth into it. So there's something of you breaking the roof, being limitless here, and you're being celebrated, and it's just your ability to be on. It's like you walk on that path of the layer of the onion, and this one is not even coming up as like peeling one layer. Remember, it's not coming as peeling one layer of the onion, it's coming as the onion cut in half. So that being cut in half is actually a way of describing taking an inner look at your journey, not as a way of saying that you are half. So it's like you're showing up as supposedly a one half of a full component, but then you're showing up as full. So this is why I'm getting your protection is actually something that we cannot see, and this is why you are feared. So whoever is supposed to come towards you in terms of like an outward union is more to do with the energy. Okay, and as I say that, I'm touching my heart area, and it's not only touching, I'm kind of a it's a form of a affirmation, it's a form of a drum beat that I'm doing. So it feels like you will just feel it, you will know it, because this person, these people are supposed to honor you, and the other way around as well. There is no ignoring this situation. So you've been on the path where there's some things that haven't really it's like they haven't really bothered you much. In fact, what has been encouraged by your guides and continuously do so is the fact that, and I say this not as an affirmation alone, but it's the fact that you are complete. And this complete is like the full picture is already there, the negative is already there. Like what is beneath is already there. It's coming to light, it's coming to fruition. It's a major development. And I feel like you could apply this also in terms of buildings. You can apply this in terms of maybe the house that you reside in, or something about that could be communicated to you, with this reading, or something of an inheritance once again is coming to light here. But yeah, the emphasis here is of your inheritance or what is being returned to you. Whatever this is has been underneath a lot of conflict, and imagine a barbed wire, and it's nothing more than situations that have just overcomplicated something. It's like they have just oh yeah, they've just made it impossible. Why? Because of the way that they have experienced life, and maybe that's why they feel the need to make someone experience it that way. And this is why your journey has had to be broken down this way. And you understand, for a breakthrough, you break down to have a breakthrough. From dusk to dawn to dusk to dawn. And we keep going. The arrow, autumn says, release the old and rest. Arrow, surround yourself with protective energy. The sage card, be devoted and committed. Absolutely. So I feel like this is all about a path, a development, a new level. I'm going to read for you what the Wheel of Fortune is saying. It says, a return to the beginning, only at a higher level in the spiral of life. See that? And upright, good luck, karma, life cycles, destiny, turning point, change, inevitable fate, ups and downs, and unpredictable. Yes, so you are the one who is unpredictable, and that is why they fear you. Whoever these are, they fear you. And hmm, okay, let me break down what it means, like in terms of fearing you. I feel like one part of it feels like The fear is more of a reverence, okay? It's more like, let's say you are doing something to someone and this person is of the divine, then you may be afraid of doing something to them because you fear the kind of repercussion that it can come with, right? So it's the same way that I see people operating with you, where they actually fear that, this person is a good person, or this person is on a path that is really, protected. So they are scared of doing anything that could interfere. So that feels to me of respect. And the other one feels like they fear you because they have tried to hurt you. Okay, they fear you because they have tried to hurt you. And however we look at it, that is what has cost you. That is what the journey has has all been a part of. Wow. The key words: path, commitment, destiny, fated, peak, leadership, transformation, hidden, unknown, divine feminine, Lilith. Yeah, I'm getting Lilith or Lily. Okay, so you can apply that. Maybe it's the same thing as well. And protection, most importantly, protection, and your divine inheritance. Okay, and as I said, your divine inheritance, I don't know, I feel really good about it. I feel like you deserve this, you have earned this, and I'm not getting so much of vindication, or like, I'm not getting so much of someone who is like, yeah, you have validated yourself a lot. So it's not so much of, in fact, I feel like you question a lot. You see the quest over there, you question a lot about, oh, am I claiming to be too good here? Or am I claiming to be this or that? It's not about being too good itself, right? So there's always that thing of your questioning. So I feel like you're a deep thinker as well. So there is something of a good news that is coming in. And this is not one good news. This is something permanent. This is something lasting that you take with you forever and ever. And this is why I'm getting that you are also showing up as the child here. Okay, you're showing up as the child because for you to break down something, you also are connecting with your inner child, with your childlike self, with you being the child, because we are all children. Okay, and according to what this energy is coming up with, is like, I'm getting the blessings of Archangel Raphael for you, I'm getting the blessings of Archangel Michael, and you can apply that in different terms depending on maybe the names that you use, but it's showing up as Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, so the healing angel and the protection angel. And you also are embodying that energy. And then with the protection and the blessings that they are sending to you, they're also bringing to you, it's like it's Mama Gaia. It's Mama Gaia that is shape shifting into these archangels. So that is why I was wondering why I couldn't see the Empress card. But it's actually Mama Gaia. It's like, and believe it or not, okay, I'm not really conversant or educated on Mama Gaia. So when I say these words, or these energies, when they come up, I'm really set on the energy that it comes with. So when I say Mama Gaia, I'm actually picking up the green, the Mother Earth. You know, it's like there is something about Mama Gaia that is coming up here as a shapeshifter. Shape-shifting as different forms: a child, a mother, a form of a miracle, justice, inheritance, healing, health, well-being, dreams, visions. Yeah. And that is what the wilderness is all about. Is like you can find it in different forms. So there's something very fierce, something animal like that is also showing up here, a frequency that is showing up in your reading. I mean, whoever you are, one last comment before I read one or more of these oracle cards is my eyes keep going back to the lovers. Okay, and I'm going to read the lovers. What is this? The lovers is love, harmony, relationships, union, partnerships, sexuality, passion, values, alignment, deep love. Yes, deep love, a choice, the strength of two together. So there is a decision that you're making, and whatever decision that you're making, I feel like you could be it could be that you're becoming a witness, or you are being told that everything is being witnessed, nothing is hidden. Even when it feels like it's hidden, it's not hidden. So it could be something that you're looking to go on or do, or maybe you're looking to start afresh as well, because you see the wheel of fortune, some of these cards are definitely signifying a breakdown or starting afresh, or it's like, that again, the pointing back to what came about the baby and the growth of the baby, um is just really, maybe there's a forever that you're looking forward to, and it's bringing you back to the now. There's a forever that is coming back to the now, and it may just be the universe bringing you that sense of assurance that, oh, okay, talk about an assurance. You see the empress energy. I feel like I feel like this is definitely a mother energy that is coming through for you. This could even be a passed on loved one, but they're coming in as saying that, hey, I'm right here. I'm right here. So you see, the shape shifting energy is also giving me the invisible, or not really out in the light, but they're telling you that they are right here. Wow. Wow. Someone may have passed on just to be a protector for you and to bring to light for you what has happened in, I don't know. I'm getting out of sight is not out of mind. Okay, out of sight is not out of mind. So they're bringing to you to light what maybe may have happened to them, um, or something that could have been repeated, and they helped you to break that. So it's coming up as some form of sacrifice, and this is why I'm not seeing the emperor. So if whoever this is showing up as a form of a sacrifice, or something that may have happened in that light, and um yeah, and this part of it feels more, it feels more profound. And you see why I couldn't do a love reading alone. That is because the full picture is what is important here for you regarding a major decision, and knowing that there's something that matters, or even you matter as well, or a path that you're on, it matters. Okay, and it feels like it's something that is requiring a mix of devotion and love. One sometimes may have to do more than the other. So it's not all the time that maybe you are having to be motivated, or you're having to be feeling all high. Sometimes you have to bring up the commitment or some kind of devotion in order to operate. Wow. And that is because of the journey that you have been on, the experience that you have had based on situations that have wanted to hold you down. Maybe it's projection, energetic projections, and you don't even know why something could be rigid. Okay, you don't even know why something, yeah, there's a rigidity that I'm picking up on, and it's not you. You need to know that is what has been projected, or what you're breaking. So part of your journey of compassion is actually, what you're doing, that practicality, that thing of breaking things down. And remember the sacral chakra. So maybe this is why the sacral chakra came up, because like you are working on more creativity and flow right now for yourself, and loving something, empowerment as well, something that empowers you to continue to elevate, to continue to be in that really highly attractive place that you're in. So I feel like this is such a beautiful energy that is showing up for you. It's really beautiful. If anything, someone sees you as a baby here. and whatever needs to come to you is treating you like a baby as well. And let's see what else. The Sage card talks about going to a finish line, coming back to the beginning again. So that's why I'm getting a fresh start for you. Um, this fresh start could be alone, could be maybe you restarting with another person, or some kind of maybe a deal, maybe a white flag as well. Maybe a peace offer could be coming in. Apply discernment with this because the arrow card talks about protective energy. So it could be that what is coming to you protects you, or you will just know that you need to, you know, separate from this. The abundance. Okay, the arrow card, yes, that is a warrior symbol. Autumn is a season, so we just happen to be in autumn season in many parts of the world. So I feel like this is also connected to your vision. And yeah, with that, I'm going to read the miracle. What is the miracle all about? Abundance and miracle are both solar plexus energies. Quest is the throat chakra. Okay. For some reason, the balance card is coming up first. So let's see. Balance is the third eye. This card may indicate a reluctance to change. You may be hesitating because of the past, but that doesn't mean you should be hasty. Weigh all sides before moving forward. This can mean the start of a relationship. Proceed slowly. The faith, I don't see the faith card on the spread, but it tells me to read here. So it says here, you have a tremendous amount of personal magnetism, and be willing to allow yourself to shine. I take me with me wherever I go. Is there a part of my life that may be out of alignment with who I am? Assistance, courtesy, support. I must create before the opportunity disappears. So I feel like this is to do with like a hurry up and wait kind of situation. It's like there's one that feels like hurry up, and then there's the wait part. So the hurry up feels like it's destiny, and then the wait feels like it's commitment. So there is a new balance that you're bringing in here regarding making moves as well as hastiness. Miracle. The brightest of all thoughts resides in sun yellow, as natural radiance stems from pure integrity. Be honest and forthright no matter what. With the energy of the sun, a miracle awaits. You instinctively know what is authentic. Trust this. The key words are integrity, gifts, key ideas, being a light, lighting the way for others, coming miracles, meditation. Imagine a warm yellow light pouring down from the heavens. Stand directly under the vibrant energy as it showers over you. Allow all material worries to melt away. Sun Sparkler, which is the sparkling energy on the card, Sun Sparkler will speak to you now. When you are finished, return to your normal consciousness and write down what you have heard. And this just happens to be on page 33, and the lovers is on page is number 6. Balance just happens to be something connected to number 6 as well, or even number 2, which is the third eye. So we're looking at number 2 and number 6. And if you notice, the high priestess and the lovers, that is number 2 and then number 6. So I feel like those two together are coming to number 8. The hierophant and the high priestess come to number 8 and number 7. So if you notice, number 8, number 7, that comes to 15. So there's something of a karmic inheritance or some karmic rewards that are coming to you here, and they're coming in different forms, in the form of motivation, fire, drive, passion, and union. Something that protects you, something that heals you. Wow. If you still have time, I wrote down some words over here and I'm going to read them out to you. The Haunting of Bly Manor, Dark Veil. And I got this dark veil because I was trying to understand. It felt like I was reading about a mansion or something to do with some kind of inheritance. And I was feeling this feels like a movie, even though I don't see the Knight of Swords, but it feels like a movie. And I got the word dark veil from Miracle, from the Miracle card. Walking through the valley, layers of an onion cut in half, breaking cycles and curses, blessings from Archangel Michael. Now, when I wrote blessings from Archangel Michael, I actually got Raphael, but I wrote Michael. Okay, so I feel like Michael and Raphael, and this is why I'm getting a shifting energy here. And then procrastination, there could be a destiny swap as well that has happened and then you have been restored that, and maybe this is what has made you to walk in the shadows, to walk in the valley, and somehow the valley has become your friend. There is this animation Tarzan, and I remember the parents were traveling and something happened to their ship, and Tarzan was the only surviving one. He was a baby, and then he got caught up in the forest and the wilderness, and then the wilderness became his friend. So I feel like this is what has happened here for someone. It's like you have had to walk in the valley, or your journey has been in the valley, and the wilderness has become your friend. So yeah, the procrastination cold body is feeling like is to do with that, what has happened, the fight that you have been in, and this is where your own kindness with yourself comes in. And yeah, at least one parental figure, it could be a family, it could be an organization, at least one parent involved in something to do with inheritance. And then time for restoration, Scorpio Libra season, new moon Libra, body exhaustion, and it's not really tired, it's more of a different kind of burnout. It's not tired, it's not burnout, it's a different kind of burnout. um then there are the numbers 654 dash 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 2, countdown in question mark, taking over question mark, authority, authenticity, taking question mark, and then creativity, or a position, yeah, a position, yeah, something about a position that is being handed to you. Yeah, Mama Gaia, shapeshifter, you are healing, and you are a healer, and you are healed. Archangel Raphael, guidance. I also have something here. It says Emperor, Four of Cups, the High Priestess, some kind of numbness. Perhaps you're ignoring someone or something that you have chosen to ignore as well. It could be someone, it could be something. Something coming back around. So maybe your guides are telling you to ignore something, or to, it's like this feels like it's something of a, maybe that you have healed from, or you have built up yourself from as well. So something could be coming back around, or getting to see where home is, or yeah, there could be someone that is wanting to come back around. So this could be something that you're picking up in energy, and your discernment comes in significantly about what this is, because it feels like it's something that you are rounding up. And that is where your decision comes in, because whatever this is feels to be, it feels like it's something that has held you down but still wants to be in your corner, right? So yeah, that could be the case. Wow. Right there, I hope that this was helpful. I hope that it was, yeah, you had some keywords there, some kind of confirmation as well. And I'll come back with more videos. I just wanted to mention that for this channel, I do readings for Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and then I do collective readings as well. So you may have, somehow we all have connection to these signs, but it's just important that you know this is what I do, so that you make a decision about whether to subscribe. Of course, I would appreciate that, but it's just for you to know. And yeah, so I'm sending so much love, and do take care. Bye bye.